Hey, welcome back everybody to the Tech Anomaly channel. Today I want to talk a little bit about AMP. More specifically, why has it gone up? I mean, in the last 24 hours, we're looking at about a 15% spike. We've seen it go up as high as 16% just in the last 24 hours. Is this thing going to blow up anymore? I don't know. But what is AMP? And what is the promise that AMP makes to not only us cryptocurrency holders of the AMP token, but to those potential future vendors or retailers who are going to accept and utilize AMP? And then finally, what are we looking at as far as like staking AMP? Is it worth staking it? We'll show you how to do it. I'll go over the site and it gives you step by step on how to do it. I'm not staking AMP yet, but I'll point you to the direction on how to do that. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe, and I'd greatly appreciate if you hit the like button. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into what the current price is of AMP. So right now, local time, Los Angeles, 8:30 p.m., it is sitting around almost 6 cents. So not bad. Again, in the last 24 hours, we've seen a spike anywhere between 14, 16%. But what is AMP? So if you go directly to Coinbase's website, it gives you a really good quick rundown on what is AMP. So AMP is a Ethereum token that aims to collateralize payments on the Flexa network, making them instant and secure. If Bitcoin or Ethereum payments fail due to an unconfirmed or long transaction times, the AMP collateral can instead be liquidated to cover those losses, while the vendor receives payment in fiat, potentially providing greater assurances to both parties. So bottom line, you go buy something with, let's say, Bitcoin, it's going to take a couple of cycles for that Bitcoin to clear. Most vendors, such as Walmart or Best Buy, you go in there, you buy something, you check out, and you're walking out within a few minutes. With cryptocurrency, it could take anywhere from a few minutes to a few hours to even a day or two, all depending on the blockchain technology and the actual congestion on that network for it to actually clear. I can tell you right now, if I walked into a Walmart or a Target or a Best Buy, I wouldn't want to wait, a few hours or a day to walk out with my merchandise. And I'm pretty sure the vendor wouldn't want to wait a few hours or a day for their transaction to clear for them to receive funds. So that's where AMP steps in and will actually collateralize those payments so that in the event that myself, as the owner of the cryptocurrency making the purchase to the vendor, doesn't have the currency or the crypto to make those payments, the AMP would be liquidated and then transferred into whether it's Bitcoin or Ethereum to make sure that the vendor's paid. Now, the good question is, does AMP come after me for not having the money? I haven't looked into that yet. But a little bit about AMP right here. So AMP requires 35 network confirmations. The AMP is hosted on the Solana blockchain. And if you haven't been tracking Solana, the actual crypto itself, the coin, it's been doing fairly well. We've seen some exponential growth with that. Let's go ahead and talk about a little bit about AMP some more. So again, key points about AMP: it plays a critical role by collateralizing consumers' cryptocurrency transactions. It's a payment service that provides low fees and instant settlement times with digital money. The AMP cryptocurrency launched in September 2020, so a little over a year ago. The tokens have appreciated 430% since its launch. These tokens are unique and they feature programmable agreements, aka smart contracts. They lock and release AMP as collateral for transactions made with other cryptocurrencies, again, like Ethereum. It's a revolutionary idea. Cryptocurrency transactions can take minutes, hours, or days to settle during peak network activity. As I said earlier, it all depends on the actual cryptocurrency. Some, like Bitcoin, can be very slow. Or again, depending on the network congestion, it could take a longer time. And no vendor wants to sell a cup of coffee and wait a long certain amount of time for the customer's payment to go through. I wouldn't want to buy a cup of coffee and have it put into a holding area, and then by the time my cryptocurrency is cleared, the coffee's cold. But that's the promise that AMP makes, right? So AMP was created by the Flexa network. It operates on a payment solution app with the same name. But it uses the AMP as the cryptocurrency collateral of choice for the Flexa app, right? Again, it's making that promise that it will guarantee the merchant against any type of fraud or default or any type of loss of money. So super cool. Let's go ahead and take a look a little bit about the staking with AMP. So if you navigate over to amptoken.org, it explains a little bit about the actual staking process, right? So here it is. AMP is an extensible platform for collateralizing asset transfers. By staking AMP, any form of value exchange can be guaranteed: digital payments, fiat currency exchange, loan distributions, property sales, and etc. You send it and then you repeat it. So let's learn how to stake AMP. All right, so how to stake AMP. How to stake AMP on the flex capacity. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to connect your wallet, it looks like. So there's currently X amount of spending capacity on the Flex network. Connect your wallet. So you'll go ahead and connect your wallet. You can connect it via MetaMask if you're using MetaMask, Coinbase wallet, Trust wallet. And then once you connect your wallet, you're going to go ahead and you're going to explore the staking options. And then once you explore the staking options, you're going to go ahead and actually stake the Lightning Transformer. Actually, that's the one we selected above. So you'll select that. And it looks like it's fairly easy. After you do that, you're going to go ahead and, go ahead and obviously you're connected your wallet already. It's a fairly easy process. Again, if you go to the amptoken.org website, it explains it pretty easy. I haven't personally staked AMP. From what I've read, it's about a 2% return. And right now, with the amount of AMP that I'm holding onto, I think it's going to cost me anywhere from $20 to $25 to actually transfer it from one wallet to another wallet. And by the time I recoup all that with the actual staking, it may not be worth it for me right now at this point in time. So let's go ahead and move on over to coinmarketcap.com. And again, you can see it's been doing fairly well in the last day. I mean, it's bumped up fairly well. In the last 24 hours, it looks like around 15.42% increase. But let's take a look at the amount of holders that we got going on in here. So as you can see, in the last 7 days, I mean, we've drastically seen, 48,000, 49,000, 49,000, 50,000, almost 51, 51,000, and then slightly over 51,000. And if we were to compare that to other cryptos like Dogecoin, this is nothing. This is a very small amount of unique addresses or users that are holding the AMP token. Not much has been talked about with AMP, but again, I feel very bullish about AMP. I think it's got a really good utility and it's going to serve a really good purpose if it can get actually connected to a good retailer, which leads into my next topic. I found this article. It's a little bit dated. It goes back to August, but I think this has been rumored for quite some time now. Amazon to consider AMP crypto as a legal payment on its website in 2022. From what I've read on different sites, it looks like that's going to be the first quarter of 2022. But again, don't hold me to that because this is just stuff I'm pulling from the internet. So Jeff Bezos has reportedly directed Amazon to look into considering cryptocurrencies as legal payment by 2022. A team of crypto experts are examining the possibilities to partner with coins that are available for less than a cent or reach within $1, which AMP clearly falls within that, sitting at around almost 6 cents. An insider revealed that Amazon team is presently looking into 4 different cryptocurrencies, and AMP token is one of the coins on the table. Apart from AMP coin, the team is also looking at Shiba Inu. We've all been seeing what's going on with Shiba Inu. That's been exploding like crazy the last 7 days. Matic, and then Hawk. And if we scroll down a little bit more, we can see right in here. Let's see, there's a little bit of a... Okay, yeah, so if we scroll down a little bit more, Amazon denies plans to accept Bitcoin. This is in line with many sources who say Amazon is currently investigating several projects with plans to accept crypto payments from at least 2 cryptos in 2022. So far, the rumored projects I've heard are Sheeb, AMP, Matic, Hawk, he tweeted. And this is from Dow Crypto. Apparently, he heard this from an inside source. I don't know how much weight or how much truth this actually holds. And again, I'm not trying to provide you guys any financial advice. I'm really trying to provide you guys information. This is more of an informational channel to let you guys know what's going on out in the crypto world. And so far, Amazon, there's rumors about it taking a launch of AMP and perhaps maybe Shiba or Matic or Hawk. We don't know. But I really strongly believe in AMP. I think it's got some really good utility. It's just a matter of when someone's going to adopt it and actually use it. So wanted to go to one more final thing, and that's the AMP price prediction. So if you go to coinpriceforecast.com, it just kind of gives you a little general idea based off of what they think AMP will be sitting at. And so cool thing is they're saying that by the year 2032, so we're talking roughly a little over 11 years from now, AMP will be sitting at $1. I mean, that's a long ways from now. I mean, we don't know. AMP may not be a thing 11 years from now, or it could be way past $1. We don't know. But just want to throw this out there. This looks like some really good, interesting stuff as far as AMP and the price predictions for it. So again, really excited. If Amazon jumps on this, it'd be even great, like if other retailers like Walmart jumped on it. But I mean, only time will tell where this will go. So again, if you're following AMP, you're going to see that it has been doing fairly well. So again, I'm very bullish about it. I think it's got a great utility. I think it's got a great purpose, and it's going to just continue to climb from here. But again, that's my personal opinion. You do your own research and your own due diligence to figure out what's best for you. Thanks again for tuning in, and if you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe. And until the next time, peace.